Ooh, holy cow. I am tired. Uh, I kind of dug myself into a grave this morning. Uh, Normally I'm like out of bed around like 3:50ish or something. I was just so tired that I ended up getting out of bed at like 4:20ish, something like that. So we are definitely pressed for time, and I am running way later than I need to. But my justification is, uh, I kind of needed the extra rest. Plus, we've only got back today. I'm definitely going to be throwing in a shoulders day, uh, probably after arms. Uh, so, or maybe after legs, I don't know. But we're definitely going to do a shoulder day to kind of make up for the fact that I haven't been able to hit side delts and rear delts. Cause that's kind of the normal plan, right? It makes sense. It makes sense to hit side delts on your chest day simply because it's kind of involved with the whole pushing process. Maybe not directly, but I don't know. Makes sense to me. And then rear delts on back, well, that one makes sense to everybody. It's a part of any type of rowing movement. So, and it is a part of your like back physique. So why the hell not do it? Oh, please don't do it. Oh my God. There was a deer on the side of the road. We locked eyes for a minute. That would have been crazy. So yeah, today we are just hitting back, and I've kind of been hit with an arrow of inspiration. Uh, I was kind of thinking about, I've got like a hair stuck in my mouth, but, I was kind of thinking about how I really wish we had a chest supported, like upright row, uh, where it's like directly in front of you and you're pulling a little higher. And we don't really have a machine for that. We have a low row, and then I got the hair. And then we have a high row, but there is no such chest supported row. So I've kind of been racking my brain on like, what can I jerry rig? And I probably shouldn't jerry rig anything because that takes time, and every minute kind of counts right now. Like I'm not going to have a lot of time at all. Um, but I think these would feel really good. So what I can do a couple of things. I can grab a D handle and pull up a bench, to the cable machine and jerry rig my own cable, like high row. I could also grab two D handles and throw them onto that T-bar row and kind of mimic the same movement path. My one gripe with that, or really I've got two. Firstly, I'm worried that the D handles will slip off mid rep. That would not feel good. Because the bar that you hold on to, it's not knurled at all. It's just like smooth metal. So that would definitely fly off. Uh, and my second gripe is just the fact that that chest supported T-bar row really squeezes the hell out of my stomach. Um, and I'm not going to lie, the pre-workout, I think I've just kind of developed a negative association with it purely because of the taste. And this morning it was really a struggle. Uh, so I'm feeling not necessarily nauseous, but I know that if I do the chest supported, like laying row, it would kind of put me over the edge. Uh, in an effort to combat the taste of the pre-workout that I have, I tried to dilute it. with more water, like double the water that I do, like 32 ounces instead of 16. And that did not help. All it did was give me more to drink. So I'm not feeling good with that. But I am extra hydrated. Before bed last night, I drank like 48 ounces of water, and I threw in an electrolyte packet. So I figured that would help with the lack of hydration in the morning. Plus all the water I drank, I think I should be good. But some sort of D-handle high row movement, I think, is going to feel really good today. Along with, I don't know if I'm feeling lat pull downs today. I might do lat pull downs. More likely than that, I'll definitely do some pullovers. But I might also do that plate loaded lat pull down that you see me do pretty often. But I guess we'll see when we get there. As long as my allergies don't kill me, I'm always so stuffy in the morning. So sorry if I sound really like nasally. I keep forgetting to take an allergy pill along with my vitamins every night. So I really got to just, I got to stop making excuses and start doing it. But it is a early Sunday morning, so I expect the gym to be completely empty today. I will be shocked if there's a single soul in there. So beta alanine is kicking in. I will see you guys when I'm in there. Okay. Whew. That didn't feel too bad. But maybe I might try to throw on a plate if I can. I did a little too many reps for my liking for like my first working set. That was like, what, 18? And I'm kind of trying to hit the failure point around like 8 to 12. So let me see if I can't jerry rig something. Oh man, hopefully this doesn't fall. This feels amazing. Man. Whew. Honestly, I think another like 2 or 3 sets here might feel good. I'm pretty pressed for time. I've got like maybe 20 more minutes, so
Maybe we'll do some supersets somewhere in there. But this is feeling really fucking good. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I think pullover superset would feel good here.
Oh my God. That was a sick back day. And I mean that both metaphorically and physically. Like, everything felt great. I really like that movement. The cable high rows, that felt fucking great. One thing that I really love about my back days is, it is my strongest muscle group. Of all of them, I can go the heaviest on back. And I think it's mostly just a genetic predisposition. My genetics definitely gave me, like, very broad back and shoulders and, like, broader clavicles. So I think biomechanically speaking, it's just, I'm well structured for it. So back days are freaking sick for the ego. I can really load up the weight. So, being able to slap on a quarter onto that stack definitely stroked it a bit. That was awesome. Now, by physically sick, I mean that I think I'm going to have to buy a new pre-workout tomorrow because it's kind of just been getting progressively worse where not only I'm gagging thinking about the pre-workout taste right now. I just hate the fucking taste at this point. And also it destroys my stomach. I mean, that stuff works better than laxatives. I have never had more regular bowel movements than when I've been taking this pre-workout. And like when you're pressed for time, like I was during this workout, it is not ideal. That's not what I want to focus on while I'm lifting, if you get what I'm saying. So, probably going to pop by the shop tomorrow, get something new there. But, it was a really simple workout today. It was just, 2 movements. And I think the pragmatic would say that's not enough. But this is the question I pose to you. Why is it not enough? I hit every part of my back to a relative failure. I got an excellent stretch, excellent squeeze on, man, excuse me. Got an excellent stretch and squeeze on every muscle, including rear delts. So I don't really see why it wouldn't be a I wouldn't say perfect workout, but for me, it was exactly what I needed. Um, so I don't necessarily see the point of overcomplicating things. Like, I'm never going to throw in extra movements if I don't need to. Um, I try to keep it as simple as possible because there's really no need to overcomplicate things. Like, I think, yeah, yesterday for chest, it was just two movements too. It was just the hammer strength press and cable flies. And again, that's all you really need. Um, the only days that I really throw in a variety are my arms and sometimes my legs. Well, for quads, really. Um, and the only reason I do that is because, well, for arms, specifically biceps, I just need to figure out more movements because I just need to figure it out. I need to try more movements. I need to get a better contraction on my biceps. That's kind of just a problem of mine. But as for triceps and for quads, I like to add a little variety because, well, for triceps, it kind of gets boring sometimes. It's all just pull or push downs and skull crushers, which is cool, and the pump is awesome. But I do like to add a little variety. And then for quads, I like to bias the inner and outer heads, the vastus medialis and the vastus lateralis. Uh, I just like to add that type of variety. Was that? No, I thought I drove past a cop. Uh, so if you don't need to complicate it, don't fucking complicate it. Uh, I know I said I was going to do some D handle stuff today, but to be honest, I just really like the movements that I did, and I didn't see a real point of adding anything else to it. So, awesome fucking back day. Really couldn't ask for more, except maybe less stomach issues. And that's going to haunt me for the rest of the day today. So I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, uh, what else can I really talk about? You guys been reading any good books lately? At work, a lot of the time I'm like running around the facility collecting samples. Uh, so I have like a lot of the work that I do is kind of like monotonous or tedious work. It doesn't require me to really think. Um, so normally I'll have an earbud in and I'll be listening to like an audiobook or a podcast. It just kind of depends on what I'm listening to. So in the last or from the start of this year up until now, I've gotten through like 8 to 10 different books or 8 to 11 different books. And what I've been doing is after I finish a book or I finish an audiobook, I'll take a screenshot of that audiobook and I'll save it like in like a album dedicated to books that I've finished so that whenever me and my girlfriend get a house, we can have like a library. Cause I'd like to have like a library in my house. But I don't want it to be full of books I've never read. So the point is kind of like we're both doing this to fill bookshelves up with books that we've read. Uh, along with the fact that it's nice, it's cool, something to do. It expands your horizons, mentally speaking. Uh, but uh, the point to mentioning all this really is the latest book that I've been listening to. I'm about finished with it already. I started it yesterday. Uh, this is going to be so cliche, but it's one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's books. It's called Be Useful. Uh, I'm not really one for like motivational or self-help books. Uh, I'm I'm very self-sufficient when it comes to like motivating myself. I don't really need like external sources to motivate me to work hard and achieve my goals. But I needed something to listen to, and who doesn't love Arnold? So I've been listening to that, and it's been a really fun book. Uh, but if you need a good book recommendation, I highly recommend a book called Pachinko. Uh, I think it's by an author. I might butcher her name. Uh, I think it's Min Jin Lee. She's a Korean American author. Best fucking book I've ever listened to. Uh, highly recommend it. Historical fiction. Uh, yeah, definitely tap in. But anyhow, this isn't a book video. Just rambling at this point. But we have arms tomorrow, followed by legs the next day. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to hit shoulders. I think that is the plan. But I will see you guys tomorrow for arms.